Alright, what's up, guys? Now, I saw this earlier, and yeah, it don't sit well with me. It don't sit well with me that Lavar Ball, he just pretty much goes out anywhere and he just disrespects his kids because LaMelo Ball doesn't want to be signed with his brand, Big Baller brand. And I'm like, fam, my thing is this. And it's no disrespect to his brand, it's no disrespect to what he has going on, but I'm like, fam, I don't even be shopping with Puma like that, but I've seen a lot of good work from them. I just went and bought some Puma shoes today. And then the other day I bought LaMelo Ball, his latest shoes and stuff. So I'm like, fam, if it came down between both your shoes and his shoes, I'm buying your son's shoes because for one, they're in stores. All right, it just seems like, and I'm not saying like yeah, shop it online like it, but I'm saying I don't see your shoes in stores. I don't see your shoes. I haven't even seen anybody wear your shoes. Yeah, there might be people out there wearing his shoes, but I'm like, I don't see it. You know, I'm going to see Pumas. I'm going to see Nike. I'm going to see Adidas, Reebok, freaking Skechers. Then Joel Embiid just recently signed. I'll buy any of them brand shoes before I buy his shoes because I know about those shoes. I like see people wearing those shoes. So I'm like, oh, then those must be good brands to shop with then. What about your brand? So it's like, but the thing is this though. I know saying that is going to come off as disrespect, but it's like, now, how do you think your kid feels when you go out in the media rather than just sitting down and talking with them being like, hey, it's probably those shoes. And I know people will probably be thinking like, oh, well, if he's asked that question, he should be allowed to answer however he wants to. Nah, there's a different way of going about questions like that. My thing is this. I have a kid. They're playing the sport. They did like the same injury every year with whatever, clothes, shoes, socks. I don't care what it is, even a hat. But my thing is this. Let's say, yes, they are in a situation where they're wearing some shoes and the shoes is messing up their feet, ankle, leg, whatever. And somebody comes to me and they're all like, what do you think is going on with your kid in those shoes? I'm like, I can't really say. Maybe if the shoes had like a little bit of ankle support, like just me passing off some advice, like yeah, maybe just have like a little bit of ankle support. But I'm not gonna be all like, oh, they raggedy shoes. I don't care where you come from. I don't care. It's the thing is this. Respect is universal. All right. It shouldn't be a thing where I have to earn your respect. Talking if I'm his son, I'm like, it shouldn't be a thing where I have to earn your respect. Me being your flesh and blood, that should be enough to be like, hey, I got respect for you as long as you got respect for me. Now, if it's a situation where LaMelo Ball is saying something disrespectful to Lavar Ball, then yes, then there's a reason why he said this. But if not, then I'm like, there's no reason for you to be talking about your kid's shoes, or anything else that he got going on. It really trips me out. Like ever since I've started paying attention to the Ball family and stuff, yeah, I've always seen something disrespectful from LaVar. And I'm like, and I've never seen really anything I don't even think I've ever seen anything disrespectful from his kids. So it just really confuses me where it's like, how do you expect your kids? Because my thing is this: if anything, all this is gonna do is just want to push his kids away from him. Because it's like, you ain't got nothing nice to say, so I'm just gonna stay away from you. That's not, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't, if I was a parent, I definitely wouldn't want that with my kids. I wouldn't want it to be a situation where it's like something happens to my kids or something happens to me, and then that's when we want to make amends. That's when we want to be, no, I want to be cool with my kids throughout my life, their life, for the rest of our lives. I'm saying it really trips me out how it's like, I've never seen nothing respectful towards, like, he might have said some respectful things, but it's like I feel like them, like those types of whatever he has said respectful, it don't stand out more than this. So yeah, it's one of those things. And the thing is, I bought the last edition of his shoes, and I just recently had bought his latest ones, and I'm like, fam, look at this box. This is his son's like what he got going on right now when it comes to shoes. This is a Porsche collaboration. Not only is he signed with one of the biggest sneaker brands in the world, he also has a collaboration with one of the biggest car companies in the world. So you got both Porsche and Puma. This is what the shoes look like too. I don't care what anybody says. These go hard. I like these. I'm like, nah, bro, to the fact that I'm a Puma fan now. I'm like, nah, I'm like, Puma, what else do you... Because, no, it's funny, too. I plan on doing a review video on these shoes. Look at these shoes. This is a hot Cheeto shoe. The thing is this. With Puma, you can't tell me that they don't have a good thing going. Like, no, they do. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm like, and the funny thing is with these shoes, I wear these shoes, right? And I feel that they got very good support, all right? I feel like that these shoes, they're firm. It ain't some stuff where it's all like they loose or my ankle is gonna like collapse to the side. It is a very like just steady and stable shoe. So I don't know what he's talking about. My thing is this: if he hasn't worn the shoes, then I'm all like, then you can't have no say so in how his shoes feel, or but about the ankle support, whatever the shoes got going on. You can't say nothing about them if you ain't never worn them, if you ain't never played basketball in them. I'm saying, so yeah, it's just one of those things where it's all like, at the end of the day, if you ain't got nothing nice to say about your own flesh and blood, then it's best not to say anything at all. Because to me, I'm like, that's just, it's crazy how he be talking about his kids or talking to his kids. I'm like, yeah, that's something where I'm like, I see the way that he talks, because I did watch a little bit of their reality show. Like, I know they even have like a moments video on YouTube where it just showcases all the times where he says something disrespectful to his kids. I'm like, that's just crazy. I'm like, my parents, they ain't never said no disrespectful stuff to me. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, my thing is this: me and my parents, at the end of the day, we might bump heads, we might say things, but they ain't never been along these lines to where it's like, you gotta disrespect something that I got going on. So it's like, yeah, it's just something where I know for a fact that, and it's, the thing is this, like, I know at the end of the day, if his kids ever do see this video, if they feel a certain way about this, I'm like, apologies if you felt that I was disrespecting your dad, but at the same time, I'm like, bruh, homie be disrespecting you. And I'm like, that's something where I'm like, if I was a parent, I wouldn't talk to my kids like that, that way. I'm like, no, there's no reason to. So yeah, it's something where I'm like, I definitely, if I'm LeVar Ball, I'm like, I would definitely reconsider how I talk to my kids, because there might be a day where you look up and then you're all like, well, how come they're not answering my calls? How come they're not coming over for family get-togethers? They're not responding to my text messages. Yeah, because I'm like, the way that you be talking crazy to them, I'm like, nah, bro, that's somewhere I'm like, I wouldn't want to be talking to somebody like that, even if they are flesh and blood. That's crazy. So, but anyways, yeah, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and peace.